Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with another first impression. So I actually got two knives from PMP yesterday. I think if everything planned out right, you should have seen the first impressions on the Grizzly or Beast 2. Today we're going in a totally different direction, and I've got to say this is pretty interesting to see because it's a bit of a departure for PMP knives. But in here we have the PMP knives user. There is a plastic card in here. This is a really classy touch. I mentioned this with the Beast. Let's move this guy out of the way, and there is the knife itself. So let's pull this out, move the packaging, and take a look at what we have here. So what we're looking at is a slip joint done in carbon fiber, titanium bolsters. I'm not sure. I'm going to say stainless steel liners. I will confirm before I do the full review whether or not that's titanium or stainless steel, but I'm guessing stainless steel. M390 on the blade. Now take a look at that blade stock. Very thin blade stock. By the way, the construction on this is very nice. This is done by Max Ace, and I've got to say it's quite nice. However, I'm not really, I'm not an expert in slip joints. What I will say is this: it feels about the way I'd want it to feel. It's a little easier and more enjoyable than the previously reviewed and discussed Manly Companion. That's got a really stiff backlock there. So now that we've kind of gotten the materials out of the way, I've showed you the blade stock, you've had a kind of a good look at it. Let me cover size and weight here. So we have 7 7/16 overall, so a little under 7.5 inches. The blade length here is 3 1/8, 4 1/4 inch closed. Okay, so that's this length right here. 4-inch grip area, which is actually pretty nice. So normally, slip joints, gentlemen's folders tend to err toward the small side. It's not a huge knife at all, but it is, it does give you a lot of grip area, and I like that. I will say this, yeah, they've given you something that's really comfortable and very usable. Feels really nice in hand. The other thing I've got to comment on here is the wire clip, which I really like. It's a great way of doing this. And let me say, here's what I think about this. This is sort of the opposite direction to say what Pena does. So Pena has done a bunch of traditional styles with modern features like bearings and locks and stuff like that. This is a traditional mechanism, a back spring slip joint. All right. Don't know why that was so hard to say, but it's a very it's a very modern looking style. So you could see this knife coming from, I don't know, just about anywhere. And when you look at it, you kind of expect it to have a locking mechanism. So it's kind of an interesting option in that it gives you, the modern styling, the modern look, modern materials, but with the slip joint mechanism, which is quite nice and a really interesting and to me rather welcome option. I definitely like the fact that this knife exists, and I can see this being very popular. Probably makes a difference that PMP Knives is located in Switzerland. That, I'm not sure exactly what the knife laws are in Switzerland, but certainly they're going to be surrounded by countries that are going to have a lot of restrictions in regards to whether a knife can even be locking at all. So what do I think of this? What's my initial thought? I'll obviously have more to say when we get to a full review, but initially, I think this is a really neat slip joint. I think it's a great design. I think this is absolutely beautiful, highly functional. I love the materials choices. I love the feel in hand. And I will say I can't comment much on the walk and talk as I just am not an expert in that. But I will, when I do the full review, grab some other slip joints and just talk about how this compares to some of the others. My sense is that this is a little softer, so it's a little easier to get this spring to move than on some of the other slip joints that I've had on the channel or that I still have in my collection. But I'll speak to that in the full review. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to pick one of these up, go over to White Mountain Knives. Justin has a bunch in stock over there. Use my discount code and you'll save yourself 10%. I think these go for $170 or something like that. So yeah, you'll save yourself $17, which is nothing to sneeze at. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Do you think this is a knife that's rather compelling to you, or is this a hard pass for you, or just where does this land for you as you kind of take a look at this and think about whether or not this is something you'd want to add to your collection? All right. Love to see those comments down below. Once again, like I said, I'm glad you're watching. Thanks a lot. We will talk to you soon.